Hello everyone. The purpose of this video is to highlight an issue I noticed when using the move as a pointing device. The issue being that the pointer oddly drifts away from its initial position as you swing the move around. For the purpose of this demonstration, I've placed the move on a tripod and filmed the pointer behavior from its back so you get a better understanding of what's going on. Let's begin with the Flight Control HD. The red circle indicates the initial position of the pointer. Let's start by moving the pointer around slowly. Apparently nothing has changed as the pointer ends up in the red circle upon reorientating the move to center position. But if I swing it a little bit faster, at the end of the process you can see the pointer has drifted away from the red circle, to the left of it to be precise. Swinging the move vertically causes the pointer to drift downwards. Now, before moving on to the last phase of this test, there is another odd behavior to note. If you pay close attention to the pointer now, you will notice that at times it trembles and moves a bit, even if I'm not even touching the move, which is still firmly attached to the tripod, mind you. It does this every few seconds for reasons that go beyond my understanding. Speeding up the video here to show you where the pointing ends up being after a couple of minutes of move inactivity. Now, for the last part of this test, I'm detaching the move from the tripod in order to shake it strongly. Let's see what happens to the pointer. As you can easily tell, the harder you shake the device, the farther the pointer drifts away. In fact, in order to wave it back in the middle of the screen, I have to point the device to the right. Okay, now let's put another pointer-based game under test, the shoot. Again, pointer drifts away from initial position the more I swing it around. And again, pointer seems to have a life on its own when I stop moving the device. Now for the hard shaking test. Again, the stronger the shake, the bigger the drift. To get an idea of how big of a drift occurred, let's compare how I had to angle the move to select the screen setting option before and after the shaking test. That's quite a difference. Moving on, it's time crisis time. Again, red circle acts as a reference point. Just like in previous games, you can already see the pointer trembles and drifts a bit, despite the move being firmly attached to the tripod. Swinging it around a bit causes the pointer to drift away from initial position. Strongly waggling the move detached from the tripod results in bigger drift. For the final part of this test I'm using tumble. This time I'm going straight into strong shaking mode. Rather than the end of the laser beam, simply take a look at the virtual move orientation compared to the real life one to get an idea of the drifting. You can clearly see the one-on-one tracking got kinda messed up during the shaking. There also seems to be a direct correlation between the direction of my shaking and the way the on-screen move orientation changes when I stop. If I swing it clockwise, the virtual move ends up pointing to the right. From here, if I swing it anti-clockwise, the virtual move turns left. This is all very odd, isn't it? So odd indeed. Chances are that those of you who have been playing move games in the last couple of days haven't even noticed this. But there is a problem, no question about it. The real question is another one. Is this a software issue, or there is something wrong with the device on a hardware level? What's really strange is that this behavior seems to affect move accuracy only in pointer-based games, and to a different degree. Not all games are affected either. Neither MAG nor Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition suffer from this drifting issue, for example. And of course, augmented reality applications like Start the Party are unaffected as well. No matter how hard you shake whatever item the game puts in your hand, it never drifts away, nor does it change orientation. So what's going on here? I'm not really sure yet. In any case, I'm sending this video to Sony. Looking forward to a reply. Arrivederci!